Election Day, we are going to evacuate the White House. Thank you very much.
Good morning, ACORN. My name is Tiffany McDuffie, and I'm a member of Child Care Providers for Action, an affiliate of ACORN. Do we have any child care providers in the house? What a wonderful job Lily and Nat did in describing the plight of our children in K-12 education. But we realize that the quality of life for children and their development and their learning starts in the womb. So 0 through 5 is as important as educating a child K-12. So what a fitting friend we have in our next speaker. Rob Reiner has done incredible work to enhance the quality of life for children birth through 5. As you know, Los Angeles is the film and television capital of the country, and we've got a lot of directors and actors and other celebrities who live here. As a matter of fact, I hope that while you're in our great state, you can visit Hollywood and Beverly Hills and Universal City and see all of our great attractions. So a lot of directors and actors and other celebrities live here, and fortunately, many of those people in the arts community use their influence and energy to work on important issues that have a real impact on people's lives. One of those leaders is Rob Reiner, who we're happy to have join us today. You probably first remember him from his Emmy Award-winning role of Michael Stivic, the son-in-law of Archie Bunker, While he still occasionally takes on acting roles, Rob has directed a large number of critically acclaimed and very popular movies. His movies run a whole range of different styles, from the parody This Is Spinal Tap and the comedy romance When Harry Met Sally, to the coming-of-age story Stand By Me, from the huge hit A Few Good Men to Ghosts of Mississippi, the story of the reinvestigation into the murder of the civil rights leader Medgar Evers. Beyond his artistic work, Rob has become a leader in efforts to improve the quality of health care in the prenatal period and during the first few years of a child's life. He helped found the I Am Your Child Foundation at a White House conference with President Clinton to increase prenatal awareness of these issues. Then in 1998, Rob chaired the California Children and Families Initiative, now known as First 5 California, a successful voter initiative that has moved huge resources to improve health care for infants and young children and expand preschool opportunities. He continues to work with ACORN members to make universal preschool a reality for all young children. And as I stand here before you today, through ACORN, had the privilege over the past year and a half to work on universal preschool for the County of Los Angeles. So I have firsthand witnessed Rob's pep talks, his spirited speeches about why our children deserve a quality of life that the governor's children get, that the Bushes get, that all the wealthy children get. Our children and our urban cities deserve that same quality of life. Please help me welcome our friend, Rob Reiner.
You know something? We can feel really good because there's a change that's happening in this country. We can feel it. I was with Senator Kerry on Wednesday and Thursday up in San Jose, and I'm telling you folks, there's a change happening in this country. It's starting to grow all around the land. And when that change comes, we will no longer have administration that turns its back on our children and families. We will no longer have an administration that turns its back on education, on the environment, on health care, and working families around this country. And it's more than just getting people excited and getting revved up. That's part of it, but it's actually happening. When you see, and there are indications when you know this is starting to happen. Fahrenheit 9/11. First of all, go see it. This weekend alone, that picture's going to do $23 million. It's going to do over $100 million, and we are no longer going to be able to ignore the fact that this president lied to us when he sent us into Iraq. But as we move through this change, and it will occur, and as we look at what's happening in the election in the coming months, there's a lot of focus, and the focus is on, and rightly so, on what's going on overseas in Iraq, and our young men and women that are out there fighting for us, and for what we don't know, but they're out there doing it. We God love them because, you know, certainly I don't know what Bush has been doing, but we got to support them. But the fact is, there's going to be a lot of focus on that, and while we focus on that, we can never ever lose sight of our young children. That can never happen, because you hear politicians all the time talk about children are our future. They're our most important resource. But the fact of the matter is, when it comes to making that investment, it doesn't get done. It doesn't get done except for folks like you who are going to get it done. It was mentioned that we started a movement here in California. We passed a ballot initiative in 1998, the Children and Families Initiative, First Five, and that was designed to put much needed resources in the early years, because those are the most critical time in the child's life, the time when the child's brain is developing to 90% of its adult size, the time when that child is going to either become, if it gets the right things in life, nurturing and loving and attention and good care and education and health care, that child has a chance to succeed in life instead of fail. Those foundations are put in place in those early years, and the resources historically have not been there. So we passed a ballot initiative that put $600 to $700 million a year in children's health care, in preschool education, and child care, and parent supports. But that's the beginning. That's only the beginning. Because we're not going to be able to do it without, in California it's a big state, and we're not going to be able to do it without a loan. So that was designed to put in place the jumpstart, the beginning of an investment that hopefully will have impact throughout the country. So we're going to build on that. And my good friend John Jackson, who I've worked closely with, ACORN here in Los Angeles, is helping us to build a universal preschool system here in LA County. We now have the resources. We finally got the LA Commission to put aside resources to give preschool to every single 4-year-old in LA County. That's the biggest county in America. We've got to build on that. We've got to build on that. We've got to start with LA County. We're going to build it throughout California. In 2006, I'm going to put a ballot initiative on the ballot here in California that's going to provide preschool for every 4-year-old in the state of California. And once we do that, and this movement starts, we'll make sure that every child in America has preschool, because every child has a right to be given a chance to succeed in life. This No Child Left Behind is a travesty, an absolute travesty. And how dare George child left behind and then drive this thing into the ground. How dare he? We're going to make it work. We're going to start here, and there are great programs throughout the country that are happening on the grassroots level here and there, but what we need is a national movement. We've got to start with our kids. If we're going to build a society, if we're going to have a world where kids are going to succeed, where they're going to go on to college and they're going to do well in life, we've got to start young. We've got to give them preschool. We've got to give them health care young so that they give them a good young start in life. And you folks here are going to be the ones at the front lines of making this happen. So, first things first, we get George Bush out of the White House. I've known him for a long time, and part of his platform is universal preschool, and part of his platform is making sure that every child has health care. So we will get him in the White House and start this movement to make sure that all our children, none of our children, are truly left behind. Thank you very much.
And after our education talk, we went to immediately to discussing earned income tax credits and rapid refund loans. Let's listen to it.
Hello, my name is Susan Curry, and I'm from New Jersey, ACORN. Where you at, Jersey? I recently appeared on Nightline on April 15th, and the reason for my appearance is that this year we have been working on a major campaign to make sure that billions of dollars that people in our neighborhood have earned are actually getting to our pocketbooks. You all know about the Earned Income Tax Credit, or the EIT, right? You know about it? Good. But did you know that the EITC is the biggest poverty fighting program in the country?